the Miami Heat versus the New York Knicks. If everybody doesn't know why I'm smiling, I'm a huge Knicks fan. Uh, this is the type of game. This is the series that I wanted from day one. Maybe not in the first round, maybe second round conference finals, but this is the team I wanted as a Knicks fan. First of all, keys for the Miami Heat in this game is obviously the big three: uh, Wade, LeBron, Bosh. The, you got two phenomenal players, two of the best players in the NBA. Bosh, a very, very good player, all-star caliber type of player. Um, you know what they're going to bring, especially on the defensive end with Wade and Bosh. I mean Wade and LeBron, excuse me. Offensive end, you know, Bosh can be a little erratic sometimes, but he's key. He's key for that offense, I believe, and key for that team going forward. Uh, you got there's nothing you can say about the big three. If they're all hitting on cylinders, it's going to be hard to beat this team from the get go. So that's going to be something that's going to be really hard for the Knicks to deal with. I can't. I love to see how this thing matches up. A second our key for I would say for Miami is going to be they're going to have to get some contribute. Somebody's going to have to contribute from that bench. It'd be Dexter Pittman. It'd be Joel Anthony, Shane Battier, Mike Miller, Norris Cole, James Jones, Juwan Howard. Somebody from that bench is going to have to contribute. They have one of the worst benches in the league, in my opinion. Um, productivity-wise, I think when it comes to points, they have one of the worst benches. But like I said, Mike Miller's hitting his open threes, knocking down those 3-pointers. Shane Battier hitting them corner threes. So is James Jones, and Shane Battier is one of the best perimeter defenders we have in this league. Miami Heat are damn near unstoppable team to beat. So the bench contributions from the bench is going to be huge, and uh, expectation expectation for the Heat is going to be kind of something. How does this team now? We saw what they did last year, got to the finals, knew there was going to be, but how is this team going to do? Is okay, you got to the finals last year. It's not like you lost to the conference finals. So if you do anything less than get to the finals, it's going to feel like a failure. So how do they deal with that expectation of getting to the finals, that pressure that they're going to have of getting to the finals if they slip up and during any throughout the playoffs, in my opinion. Like I said, they were my favorite. I picked them. I said that this team has the first 2 years to win an NBA championship, and I think they will. But moving on, the keys to the Knicks is going to be dominating them on the glass, missing shots, getting second chance opportunities. Tyson Chandler knocking that ball out, giving them second chance opportunities, getting them second possessions getting them 2 possessions on one trip down to the floor, multiple possessions, really. Amari Stoudemire is going to have to get a couple of offensive rebounds. This team is going to have to scrap, I believe, to win. Another key for this Knicks team is going to be defense. One of the best defensive. They've improved themselves so much defensively this year after Mike D'Antoni resigned and Mike Woodson took over. They improved. They're one of the best defensive teams statistically. Got guys like Amon Shumpert, Jared Jeffries. Can't forget about the big man Tyson Chandler. In my opinion, is the defensive player of the year. J.R. Smith's been playing very good defensively, so that's going to be a key for them. The bench as well, as you know, they got J.R. Smith, Steve Novak, Mike Bibby coming off the bench. Those guys can contribute points-wise. Landry Fields as well being a contributor off the bench. And another key, I believe, for this team is going to be how they deal with keeping the Miami Heat from running, getting those fast break points. You saw in the last game that they played in the Garden, they limited them to about 4 or 6 fast break points. And if you get this Miami Heat team in a half-court set, this is good. That's what's going to be key. Getting them in a half-court set and having them run half-court offenses instead of every time they turning the ball over, they want to get out into a track meet. Key to watch out for in this game, or a matchup, I would say, the X-Factor matchup in this game, I think, in my opinion, is going to be Amari Stoudemire versus Chris Bosh. You have LeBron on the way, which everybody, LeBron and Carmelo Anthony going one-on-one. That's going to be a match. That's going to be a game within the game. Having those two great players go up against each other, that's going to be phenomenal. But and you got Wade and Amon Shumpert, whose defense I think who's one of the best, if not the best, on-ball perimeter defenders we have in this league. On Wade, that's going to be a tough task for the young fellow, but I think he's going to be able to contain him. So it's going to be coming down to Chris Bosh versus Amari Stoudemire. Who's going to be able to get the best of out of either one of them? I'm not going to lie. Chris Bosh has done phenomenal against Amari this season. The 2 times that they played each other, Chris Bosh is, in my opinion, like I said, he's the key to Miami winning the championship. He's the guy that's the half court offensive player to go to. You need that half court. You need that mid range shot. He's a guy that can do it to you, and they're gonna have to run some offense through him, through Chris Bosh in this season. But I think Amari Stoudemire is gonna have to be up and ready for the challenge offensively and defensively. He's gonna have to I wouldn't say want to dominate, but he's gonna have to have a very good series. Even if he gets 18 and 8, that's solid for Amari Stoudemire for what I want him to do against Chris Bosh. So that's going to be key. That's going to be a matchup to watch out for. The X factor, I believe, for this team is going to shock a lot of people. I think it's going to be Landry Fields. Landry Fields is going to have to be the X factor in this series if the Knicks have any chance, in my opinion. I like him because he stays aggressive. Offensively, he's a guy that does everything, a glue guy for the Knicks. He's going to be an X factor, and I think Shane Battier is going to have to be an X factor as well for the Miami Heat. Being able to knock down the corner 3 is going to be huge for Miami. If Shane Battier can get open, especially LeBron drives and you're collapsing in the paint, and then a kick out that he loves to do, and Shane Battier, if he can knock that down, it's going to be it's going to be really hard and difficult for the Knicks to win this series. The wild card, I think, is going to be the bench. Obviously, I think the bench is going to be something that the Knicks definitely have an advantage of. So guys like J.R. Smith and Novak can produce points. I think the Knicks have a real legitimate shot at this series. But for all that being said, I got the Miami Heat in 6. Like I said, I picked, with me being a diehard Knicks fan, it's something that it hurts me. I hope that I'm wrong. But I just think this Miami team, like I said, I told them the first 2 years, I think this team should be able to win a championship or have a chance to win a championship, because this Knicks team is coming, in my opinion. Like I said, I think I got the Heat in 6. The Heat in 6 is going to be something I think that's going to happen. But I think if the Knicks can find a way to steal one of these 2 games on the road, the first 2 games, and I think the Knicks will definitely win at least 1 in the Garden. So if they can do that, it's going to be a series. So I got the Knicks in 6. I got the Miami Heat. I got the Miami Heat winning this game in 6. This is going to be one of the best first round matchups I remember in a long time watching basketball. Just the intrigueness of it, just the build up of it. The Heat, the Knicks, both big threes going up against each other. So this is going to be a phenomenal series, in my opinion. Hopefully I get to make it down to one of the games in Miami. I'm looking forward to it, and let's go Knicks. But like I said, I got the Heat in 6. So let me know what you guys think. A couple guys that you want to add to, who you think is going to be good in this series, who's going to be keys to this series. But yeah, I'm going to talk to you guys later. Thanks.